Welcome back, you beautiful people. It is your feel-good breakfast show. It's Expresso. We are live on SABC3. Thank you so much for choosing to wake up with us on this hump day. Now, every year, the South African Film and Television Awards, they honor excellence and they highlight the previous year in entertainment. We look forward to it every single time. And of course, under the current circumstances, the ceremony, which would have been held at the end of March, was cancelled. And thus, the National Film and Video Foundation, they went to work with various stakeholders to ensure that they could still deliver a show, because the truth is, in this business, as we've all come to know, the show must go on. And so from 5 p.m. today, Dineo Ranaka will host the announcement of the 14th annual SAFTAs, and we're being joined via video call by NFVF's Marketing and Communications Manager, Nombuso Makubane, who will share more with us. Nombuso, good morning. Thank you so much for making the time.
Thank you, Tabiso. Good morning to you too.
Nombuso, thank you. How has the lockdown and COVID-19 been affecting the film and television industry from the NFVF's point of view? I know that there's been a lot of chat and conversation around that, especially on social media platforms.
The reality is the lockdown has really crippled many industries. And in the film situation, it has resulted in us postponing and cancelling some of the productions. And obviously, this has a negative impact on the entire value chain. So there was a lot of income loss. So it's a very uncomfortable time for all of us. And it's a bit heartbreaking, but it is what it is for now.
I mean, this speaks to the fact that there are a lot of postponements in terms of movie release dates. A lot of sponsors and funders aren't able to continue funding the projects that they were initially scheduled to do. A lot of TV shows have had to go on break. Favorite soapies have had to go on break. But let's talk now about the SAFTAs. Why was it important for the NFVF to go ahead with the judging, first of all, and of course, the announcing process of the SAFTAs for this year?
The most important thing for us is that we believe in honoring and celebrating South African talent. We also feel it's an opportunity to celebrate the excellence in the productions and the work that we receive. We get great quality work. So the reason we uphold and cater for SAFTAs is so that we can celebrate those thespians that perform so wonderfully every year. So if we didn't have the SAFTAs, we wouldn't be able to honor and recognize them. So the reason we have the SAFTAs is like to show off to the world what great talent we've got in South Africa.
And why was it important for the NFVF to have them go ahead this year, despite the coronavirus pandemic all over the world?
Because we feel the importance of recognizing and honoring all of them, but how we ended up agreeing to do it, we consulted with the industry. So we had consultations with the industry because we're just purely custodians, and it was important that we celebrate, and regardless that it's online, it's still a celebration. And within the NFVF, we've got a cycle. We work from May till the following May when we work on the SAFTAs. The resources for doing 2 shows at once are nearly impossible. And also, people already know they're nominated. They just want to know if they've won. So keeping that not shared for long enough time isn't really fair. And with business unusual, you kind of have to find creative ways to honor, and this is definitely one of them.
Well, Nombuso, I have to tell you now that for an industry that is always pioneering creativity and finding new and interesting ways to take information out to the people, this was a good call on the part of the NFVF. But let's talk about the theme. You got us really excited here. #LoveSATalent. How did you choose that theme?
The theme is the truth. We love South African talent. I think like charity begins at home and many other things start with self-love. It was important, firstly, to affirm to our South African film industry and television industry that we love their work. Even during this time of lockdown, it's their work that's kept us sane. And we also need to make sure that we re-emphasize the love that we've got for South African work so that it just keeps prospering and growing. So the theme is just purely the truth. We love South African.
Loving and celebrating our own, and of course our technical teams all over the country, our talent on screen. They do some amazing work. They've represented us well throughout the year at various award ceremonies. But people are going to be tuning in, and now after this conversation, even a lot more wanting to know how it's all going to go down. How can viewers tune in to see the announcements? How will these be made?
So our host with the mostest is going to be Dineo Ranaka. She's actually in it's uncharted territory because She's hosting the SAFTAs in a way that doesn't give her the vibrancy and the red carpet. So her agreeing to do that is amazing for us. So she'll be hosting the SAFTAs. They'll be happening today at 5 online, which is also new territory for us. But being the creative industry, we're supposed to take this as an exciting challenge, which is why we're embracing it. So you could catch us this afternoon, which is the 29th at 5 o'clock. We will be streaming on Twitter, SAFTAs SA, SAFTAs 1, as well as Instagram and Facebook today. And then we'll also post the video on YouTube. So we urge all the South Africans to find out who won and celebrate.
I love it. This calls for celebration. And the SAFTAs, you've done well. NFVF, thank you so much. We take our hats off to you for being able to step into the times and find creative ways of still bringing the show on. Because, you know, like I said, the show has got to go on. But of course, Nombuso Magubane, Marketing and Communications Manager at NFVF, thank you so much for your time. For you at home, be sure to tune in at 5 p.m. today. It's going to be across all social media platforms for the SAFTAs. SAFTAs 1 on Twitter, at SAFTAs 1. But of course, we know that our very own G-Man, Graham Richards, is nominated in the category of Best TV Presenter. And we've got all of our fingers crossed and hoping that he brings that one home. Nombuso, while I've still got you on the line, any chance you can hint whether? No? Okay, you're not going to hint. Okay, Nombuso, thanks for that. But do tune in and, of course, celebrate all of those amazing and hardworking, talented people of our country who've done well in film and television. All the best.